Hello everybody, welcome back to another Lost Ark video. Topical Tuesday, we read the subreddit, you know the drill. The top posts over the last week or so. Let's see what's popping. I don't think there's too much popping. I don't recall reading anything too crazy in the last week. So I guess let's just take it from the beginning. All my friends left the game and I have no one to share this with, 3,000 hours, and it's finally done. And it's a picture of every adventure tome being 100%. I mean, I can definitely relate to the sentiment. All my friends have also left this game pretty much at this point. Especially the ones that I started playing the game with and enjoyed playing the most with. It sucks. So, good to see that you can still have small achievements that you personally want to go for and enjoy going for. Not so much enjoyable when you have nobody to share it with. And nobody to, you know, like talk to or whatever. But very cute, very cool. Hopefully, it gets better, but it probably won't get better. People will probably not come back, even if they say they will. That's my experience. What else do we got here? Some memes? Sure, let's fucking rip some memes. Yeah? You're not gonna get into anything on item level unless you have friends, pretty much. That's just the nature of the game. Because bigger number, better person, and like the bigger number is all you have to go off of. It's even worse when you have content that requires the support, right? And there's a, how you say, shortage of those supports, forcing the higher item level people to do things lower. You know what I'm saying? So like, we're gonna see it again for Voldike, I think, or Voldis, whatever it ends up being called in our version. There's gonna be a lot of 1620 DPS queuing up for normal, because there's no parties, right? I know that's not what this little image macro is saying, but hey, it is what it is. That's just a fun little thing. I don't see demon damage in this meme, so OP hasn't yet met that entire group of people. That's crazy. Just joined in Mokoko Discord. There's parties literally running every day with 1580s that have like none of these, maybe DD18. Yeah, I mean, Discord is like the one way you have to play the game, I think, at this point. For better or for worse. So I think if you are trying to play the game, lostark.nexus/LFG is the best place to go. Pro tip, item level is weighted more than all else in the red. Yeah, I mean, item level is the biggest thing. 99% of people don't bother looking at anything but the item level. If they see your item level is high enough, then they'll start looking at other things. But the item level is the most important thing. 1600 plus, yeah, fucking crank that up as high as you can, man. Supports and pugs lately. This is your meter. 3 bubbles on an artist. Yep. And everyone else is pretty much full HP. Yep. Then a moonfall would be pretty, would be the best right now. That makes sense to me. 1 moonfall, please. 3 healing orbs. Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes people be healing when they should be damage buffing. Had a paladin recently in one of my pugs. He didn't use Holy Aura for the entirety of Brawl Gate 2. At the beginning of Gate 3, I asked him why he didn't use Aura. He said we were full HP, so why would he heal us? True. Maybe I'm the minority, and maybe people don't like my support because of it, because I tend to moonfall way more than I throw out heals. I mean, yeah, I definitely over-damage buff, but I think it's better to over-damage buff rather than over-heal, because over-damage buffing can be compensated by the individual using a potion, right? And, like, yes, potions are a limited resource, but realistically, even in the most cutting-edge raids, even on prog, you're probably not going to be exhausting your amount of potions that you use. So, like, it's like a very niche argument. It's just like, oh, I don't want to spend 19 gold on this blue pot that I'm using. Come on, bro. Yeah, but when I use only Moonfall, y'all cry and refuse to use pots. Yeah, this is it. This is also very true. That's why I just, like I said, if one person's taking a bunch of damage, I'll give them a pity heal after I drop a 3-bar Serenade. And then if they keep getting their shit fucked, I mean, you can use pots, bro. If everybody's getting shit on, then yeah, I'll just fucking chain heal. I don't care. You're a support, right? You gotta bend to fit the mold of the group you're in, right? It's not ideal, but it is what it is. No bozos and no cheapos. 1580 Bard with level 6 gems that are locked. Sorry, not even full level 6. Half level 6, half level 5. I mean, if he's good enough, he can get away with it for sure. I mean, his setup's probably not very good considering he has a Sound Shock CDR. And if you're running Sound Shock, you're probably running the old build, which is, like, really not great. So, like, this is, like, my Bard before I fixed my Bard. And I definitely would not be making a group called No Bozos and No Cheapos. If you're a bozo and a cheapo, you gotta own up to it, man. I know when I'm being a bozo, he meant that he already exceeded the limit for bozos and cheapos. More would lower the raid integrity. Fair enough. Love the lock gems. High roller worried about accidentally merging those bad boys. Funny. Reach 1620 is a single character enjoyer. Yeah, I remember reading this a while ago. Yeah, playing one character is not impossible. In fact, some would say it's better. Because what happens is splitting your resources 6 ways thins them out real bad. 168 roster levels respectable in a single character roster, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty high roster level. I see 168, I'm like, yeah, he's been playing for a while. For those curious, I'm fairly close to LOS 30. 13 selectors in the storage. We're not going to spend gold on it yet when gold will be a sink. Yeah, I mean, is what it is. Also, only eating your resources, never return on investment. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I wouldn't say never return on investment, but if you're investing heavily into them, then yeah, you're never going to make money with them. They're, like, completely for, like, an enjoyment level, right? 11620 main. A bunch of shit you don't need but want to do. I mean, I always hit this button. The secondary button is much more enjoyable than the primary button. I'm gonna keep it a stack. And I think I'm gonna end it off with this post. Oh no, we'll do 2 more posts. Jailing is a problem in this game, and just make your own lobby, Lamau, because I remember what this one is. Just make your own lobby, Lamau, and it's a bunch of fucking normal Kyagal, fucking gate 1 to 3, re-clear, sup. Yeah, this is what happens. It's not really a surprise, and I don't think there's a way to fix it. I feel like I would log into my support 20 minutes after this post and they would all say plus DPS instead. That's also true. If you are on a support, it's always DPS, and if you're on your DPS, it's always a support. Making your own lobby without support for Triangle is horrible. Yeah, this is true. Even on, like, mega geared characters, sometimes it can be annoying. Because I usually run a couple of normals every week, just because I used to play with my friend, and they only had a couple hard modes, so I would run half normal, half hard. And sometimes it takes a while to find a support, even when I'm a 1580 in the group just straight carrying. There's no support shortage, there's a good DPS shortage. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean that there's no support shortage, sure, but there is a good DPS shortage for sure. Good players are hard to find outside in the wild, because they typically try to find groups and play with other people that they enjoy playing with, right? Or that they think are, like, good enough, right? Or whatever. But this is true. Sometimes I just say fuck it and go normal on Kaya to your 1580. Yeah, that's what I do. But sometimes you even have to wait then, too. Or you can just run Clown faster, you can step all mix. I mean, yeah, but I run Clown to fill up my icons that I don't do, personally. So I just need to make my Pally 1540 and I will get accepted? Yeah, pretty much. Even if you apply and you're like an endurance paladin, I'll still probably take you because I cannot be fucked waiting. 3 or 4 lobbies are dumb. You leave 2 spots for support, support's friend. You just make your own lobby at that point. Now, if you're a support, yeah, you just make your own lobby when it's 4 men. For sure, this is what you do. A support plus support friend for 4 men is not how you do it. Just make your own lobby. And then the last post of the week that we're going to take a look at. Jailing is a problem in this game. I'm not here to complain, but I wanted to talk about jailing. We've all had those teams that work fine in one gate, but don't in the next, and it is what it is. But to be locked at a certain gate, unable to find a party, is so outdating and boring. Allow me to play the first gate again. Even if I get nothing, then I can play gate 2 again. It would help finding a party easier. I've been playing for a long time, and I'm kind of sick and tired of getting jailed, never finding a team to finish my raid for the week. Yep. It is not great. I do think it would help. Would it fix the problem? Nope. But it would help. Vault and Extreme got redesigned that it alleviates this. Rewards are only given as a whole after completing Gate 2. You can reset progress if you cleared Gate 1 but didn't clear Gate 2 and start over with a different group. I think more raids should be like this. Brawl will be tricky to be redesigned this way, though. That's how raids used to work. The checkpoint rewards were added to the game as a fix to your suggestion because people didn't want to re-clear gates that give them nothing. Issue here comes largely from party jails being very infrequent to a part and difficult to find a group if you get jailed. It still works well if there's a large jailed player base to reform at a later gate without major obstacles. To give some perspective around Vicus release, finding a Gate 3 only lobby starting around weekend wasn't too hard, with a solid amount of those lobbies constantly going up, filling up rather fast. Better player base got at Vicus, the less of those Gate 3 lobbies were around. It was only people that got stuck there, minus the people that called it and decided to skip last gates. The amount of lobbies went down, getting jailed became more of an issue. Brawl Gate 6, both normal and hard, works similarly. A lot more people capable of clearing Gate 5 and either getting stuck at 6 or not wanting to do Gate 6. Finding a party wasn't too difficult for a while. Again, give it a few months, player base gearing up and improving. Gate 6 only lobbies basically stopped showing up in favor of Gate 5, 6 done. I can see what he's saying. But also, sometimes you just have the problem of, like, parties disbanding after one gate because some guy gets lippy or somebody makes a mistake and somebody loses their mind. It's just... I think it's not great design, personally. You know? I think if you have a lockout at Gate 2, you should be able to reform and go in Gate 1 or Gate 2. Call me crazy. If you go in Gate 2... you'll get loot for Gate 2 and Gate 3 or whatever that you haven't already cleared. You go in Gate 1, you won't get loot for Gate 1, but you'll get loot for Gate 2 and 3. It's not that hard. And once you full clear the entire raid, then you can't go back in for the week. Would that fix it? No. But it would be better than not being able to do that at all, right? But shit. I don't know, man. I do think something needs to be changed. I just don't know what needs to be changed in order to make it possible. They let you redo gates, people would abuse busing even more. Infinite Brawl 1-2 busing. Who the fuck buses Brawl 1-2, first of all? Just means infinite supply for buses, demand will stay the same, so prices would likely plummet. Also, not a bad call. Thinking emoji. Anyways, I feel like designing this shit around busing is kind of dumb. Either ban busing entirely, or just fix it and accept that some people will get extra benefit from it, right? Because I think the normal person would benefit more from this. Anyway, I think that's it for this week, Topical Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you to my YouTube members, my Tier 2s, Blitzels, Remix My Life, I'm Nufu, Arizike, Jacob Clouded, and all my Tier 1s, It's Biscuits, Inder, Diz, and Arturus. I'm outie.